Have you ever justified sin? In other words, when you sin, do you find a rational reason within your mind as to why that sin was okay or acceptable to do? Well, in this episode, we meet Harry O. Now, I have to warn you, Harry O is a special kind of dude. Now, Harry tends to justify pretty much everything that he does. Yes, sir. Harry O is truly a man who justifies sin. Roll the tape. My name is Harry O. You all right? You know, I have a right to be happy. I've been married for about 10 years to a beautiful woman, but she has one problem. She does not like to have sexual relations. And I have to tell you, only doing it a few times a year just ain't gonna cut it. I got a right to be happy. I got needs, and I need to get it on. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm justified. I come from a long line of cheaters. My daddy was a cheater. My granddaddy and great-granddaddy were cheaters. My great-great-granddaddy was not only a slave, but he was a cheater and he was a player too. You know, cheating is in my DNA. DNA. But you know what? In this case, we do what we do because our justification of our sin is definitely warranted.
And why should you consider subscribing to the channel? Well, if you are interested in receiving positive, inspiring, entertaining messages, then this is the channel for you. New episodes air every Sunday and Wednesday.
I work as a middle manager for a small construction company, and it was my job to set up the annual company conference. So I went out and I booked about 50 rooms at a local hotel and got a good rate of $89 a night. Unfortunately, when I went to go pay the bill, these suckers told me that the rate was $159 a night. Old Harry O was pretty pissed off because that bill should have been $89 a night. Now, this little fiasco at the hotel caused old Harry O to be over budget. And I have to tell you, my boss was not at all happy with me. And let me tell you something. You don't mess with Harry O, because when you mess with Harry O will get you back. So you know what I did? I went over to my boy Pookie's house and enlisted the services of a few enlisted foot soldiers. By that I mean roaches. Now Pookie has a bunch of roaches in his house, but these are no ordinary roaches. You see, most roaches, when you turn on the light, they scatter. But the roaches in Pookie's house, no sir, they do not scatter. They look at you like this here, and they go, "What's up?" Those are the kind of roaches Pookie got in his house. So I collected about 100 of these bad boys, some of which were pregnant females, and I took them to the hotel and I discreetly and secretly dispersed them throughout the entire hotel. Note to hotel management: you don't want to pay my refund? Fine. Pay my refund to the exterminator, because you're going to need them. You know, old Harry O has been a top performer at his company. Unfortunately, my bosses have chosen not to give me a raise for the last 3 years. I don't know why, but you know what? That's all right, because Harry O going to take things in his own hands. You know what I've been doing? For the last 3-4 years, I've been padding my expense account. You know, a few dollars here, a few dollars there. If you're not going to give me a raise, no problem. I'm going to get my raise one way or the other. That's the Harry O kind of way. All of the episodes produced on the Note to Self Guys YouTube channel is inspired by my award-winning and best-selling book, Note to Self: Faithful Inspiration and Aspiration. If you love my videos, you will absolutely adore this book. The book is about the value of life, but more specifically at its core, it is a book that will help you to foster a better relationship between you and the Lord. I will leave a link in the description in the event that you'd like to purchase a copy. Now, I will say this. If you guys like this video or like the videos that I've been producing, please do me a favor and hit the like button and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that every time I do one of these videos, it will send you a notification. As always, guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate the support that you give me, because I realize that you could be watching something else. Looks like Harry O has justified just about every sin. In his mind, he's told himself that it's okay for him to do the things that he's doing. But the question then becomes, whose standard is he looking at? Is he looking at the standard of God, or is he looking at the standard of the world? That is the $64,000 question. The Bible gives us clear warning about listening to ourselves.
There is a way which seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12.
Simply put, following our ways will lead to our demise. But wait, here's another reason why we should follow the Lord Jesus Christ.
And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27.
Note to self, God will judge us all. We will have to give an account for the things that we've done in this body. Psst, who said that? It's me, your conscience, fool. You know you're wrong, right? Cheating on your wife and sending out those roaches at the hotel? That's just plain nasty. Clever, but nasty. And padding your expense reports? Really, dude? Someday you will stand before God. And just because our ways seem right to us, doesn't mean that they're right in God's eyes. Following our ways will take us off a cliff. Let me read you a poor man's Proverbs from Note to Self, Faithful Inspiration and Aspiration by Daniel Talley. It goes something like this here. On Judgment Day, many of us will be in the negotiating mood. God will not be. Oh yeah, one more thing, Harry-O. Don't forget to get your behind out there and vote. I don't want you justifying a reason as to why you didn't vote. This election right here is very important. You're right. I know better. I can do better. Lord, please forgive me for what I've done.